Are you worried you're not going to have enough for retirement? I'm glad you've clicked on this video, because in this video I'm going to show you a really cool tool that I've discovered online. Better than that, I've figured out how you don't need as much as you probably think you need, and I'll show you all the bits and pieces that go into the calculator to make sure that you know exactly what you're going to need. Guys, this is not financial advice, but I feel like having control over your own finances is a really good thing for me. Check this out though. Let's get stuck into it. So here we are in my computer. It's called the 4%rule.com. So get that up on your own computer. But basically what it enables you to do is you put in your age. I'm currently 53. If I wanted to retire at 60, I can put that in. Current assets. Now for most Americans, Aussies, Brits, Canadians, we're all in the same boat. We don't have enough for retirement. So I think it averages, the median is actually a little bit less than this, but I'm going to put in 200,000 for the sake of just showing you how this calculator works. And I want to live to 100, so I've put in 40 here. The average age for expected lifetime for people is quite a bit less than that, but I'm going to leave it as 40. And you can add in Social Security. So Social Security can be calculated. I've left a bunch of links below so you can figure out your Social Security for it based on your country. So for the US, there's a really good calculator. It's really simple. For Canada, you rely on the CPP, the Canadian Pension Plan, which is a function of how much you've contributed to your retirement. In Australia, it's a bit different. You go through an assets test, and based on that, depending if you've got too many assets, you may or may not get any Social Security at all. So welcome to Australia. Actually, it's not too bad of a system, because we have mandatory super in Australia. But without getting into details, I've left all the links below so you can figure out how much Social Security or pension you'll be getting. It doesn't really matter which one you tick here. You've also got to bear in mind that your spouse might be earning some of that, and there can also be one-time cash benefits, like for example an inheritance, and you might get two inheritances for two sets of parents. You can also leave an inheritance, so that's obviously money that you want to leave on your death. So you at the end of your life, you want to see how much you've got left over. Children may need to go to college, and you also may own a home, which can be really helpful in terms of adding in some equity and potentially retirement as you downsize that home. So this is really cool. You can add in a contribution. So even in retirement, a lot of people take part-time jobs, and some people have passive income. For me, I've added in the passive income I earn from a rental property that I've got, and I also earn other passive income, but just to be conservative, I'll just put this in. I've put in 3% as a historic inflation rate. And this is your portfolio of returns. So this is for the 200,000 that you've currently got. This enables you to change the inflation, and then you can get a pre-retirement return and a post-retirement return. Generally 7% is kind of seen as the average, because the S&P earns about 10% and less 3% inflation. Most financial planners use between 6 and 8%, and so we're using 7%. Fixed return, this is fixed return on either a bond portfolio or just from a savings account, so it may be a little higher than this. Traditional way of allocating your portfolio is 60-40, so fixed income and 60% into equities. Using the 4% rule, 4% rule is extremely cool. It enables you to basically withdraw 4% of your income. And it's great because it means that you probably will never run out of capital. 4% is below the 7% here that you're earning. And it also takes into account the 3% of inflation. So the theory is when you use the 4% rule, so to work out the 4% rule, you only really need to multiply your expected expenditures in retirement by 25. You can also do the specified withdrawal, which is really cool because it means that you can take out a certain amount for a certain period of time. So, for example, at the moment, I've got children at home and I might want to be able to withdraw more if I was to retire now. And you can see how it affects the graph. So in this case, I would run out of money at age 77. Social Security, you can put in when that starts and then figure out how much you'll be getting from the calculators that I've left in the links below. Guys, hope you found this helpful. Thanks for watching. We look forward to seeing you again soon. Cheers.